Tell us a time you interacted with an irate customer. I think me personally work as an EMT here in Seattle and many departments throughout the United States. We work with irate customers that are having mental challenges, whether it be from a pre-existing condition or something related to drugs and alcohol. The time that I interacted with an irate customer, a gentleman was bipolar and he was off his medication, and he was threatening to hurt somebody. The way I dealt with him is I talked to him. I tried to understand where he was coming from, what his mental struggle was, and how we can help him. And the challenge with it is though is sometimes they are involuntary and they are supposed to go to the hospital even though they don't want to. And I think it's getting that communication with the patient and with someone else and letting them know that what they're doing is going to help themselves out long term. It's also going to help their families and friends out because they want to have peace of mind and make sure that what they're doing is going to help them in the long term. I think also just listening to a patient is very effective in dealing with an irate customer. Having that open ear and giving that calming voice and that reassurance that what you're doing for them is going to help them. The gentleman that was irate with ours, he calmed down very quickly. He understood that we were there to help them and make sure that what he was doing was effective. And I think it happens day in and day out for the fire service. We get called on BLS calls for people that are having mental struggles from all ages, from teenagers to adults. I think it's very important to be great listeners for those irate customers, understanding where they're coming from and apologizing to them for understanding what they're going through and the struggles that they're having. I think that's the most effective way to deal with irate customers is have that great listening skills and just having a greater understanding of where they're coming from. So that was my example of when I dealt with an irate customer as working as an EMT.